So I started beveling these parts and tack welding them together. Here's one of them, and I'm getting a little better with the beveling as I go. But so I'm just leaving maybe a 1/16 or less there. And then the first one I ground down the outside joint here. But in doing that, it makes it hard to fit the parts together because you kind of lose the reference. I tried looking inside, but it's really not too clear how to get those edges lined up on the inside. So you can imagine without that outside edge, it kind of loses the reference. So my plan is to bevel the 3 sides, and then once I tack weld it, I can come back through and with a just regular grinding wheel and take down that before it's welded. I think that'll work. Might be a little bit more of a challenge to grind, but it makes it a lot easier to know that I'm fitting them together where I want them. I've just been using I think this is 36 grit. It might be a 27. It's done pretty well. It wasn't a new pad when I started, but it's getting pretty worn down. I'm trying to use the center there more, but it kind of wants to chatter. But yeah, there's that piece, and let me do the short one here. So there's the bevel. Not too bad. I think that might need to be to come in a little shallower because it's still a little tight in there, but that can be opened up with the grinding wheel after the fact. But the sides are, I think, pretty good. I kind of wrapped it around the corner some, and then trying to just leave the center piece there so I can get the fit I want. So you can see that's the machined edge there, and that's just on each piece. That way they pretty much line themselves up. And I'm just using a piece of tubing as something to clamp to that's, you know, somewhat flat. I mean, like I've said before, I'm probably going a little overkill with the precision anyhow. And I mean, I know this isn't like perfectly flat, but it's something. So, and I can check it here with the squares. It doesn't move on me. It's pretty good. So get this one clamped down in place with a big clamp. Clamp it on this side. So there we go. If I can get to focus on that edge. Yeah, there we go. So that's pretty good, I think. And I'm just going to put a tack weld on either side and on the inside, and probably a little bit on these corners. And I'm going to have an actual welder do all the welding, so I don't want it to fail. I mean, if I would just hate to have this come apart, so I'll get an actual licensed welder to do all the full welds. I'm just tacking it together, and then if he wants to grind that back out or whatever, that's fine, but at least some of the work will probably be done for him. There's one. There's two. Yeah, I think I need to widen that bevel a bit more. Yeah, that one wasn't so good, but flaps off here. I think they're okay for tack welds anyhow. So do this side now. I gotta get a new grinding disc unless it's coming apart on me, so change that out. Grind up this other one, and then that'll be 2 done, and 2 more to go after that. Here's the fit up. It's pretty good. This one's, I guess, not beveled quite as deep, but still shouldn't be an issue. And then I open this up a little further, and that'll eventually just be a nice fillet weld all the way across there. Tack welded. Oh, there we go, there's the tacks. There we go. Well, here they all are, tack welded up anyways. So now I just get the welder to take care of the rest. Then I'll get working on the base frame, which luckily should be a lot less cuts. Because mitering everything took quite a lot of time. Of course, that one's taller because it was made to the 8 or 9 dimension. And I should cut those legs down probably before I welded it, but it'll be alright. I can still cut it and then put it on the mill. I plan on, after they're welded, mounting them all on the mill, probably this way, and then coming across with an end mill, just cleaning them up. Then they'll be nice and square to the top surface here. They actually already sit pretty nice on the tubing. And of course I'll chamfer the joints here. It's going to work out pretty well. So next video, hopefully I'll have these fully welded and start milling them some more. And I'll work on the perimeter that they'll sit on. And I also have to drill the holes in it for the pillow block bearings, because it'll be easier to do that on the mill before they're on the frame than after. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.